Good morning, beloveds. You may hear the din of the dishwasher um, behind my voice, and I think that's appropriate as this is our last video from 123 Cambridge Place. Um, you know, and that's our dog. Photo bombing. Our new dog, who you haven't met, most of you haven't met. Her name is Jacinda. We call her Jessie. So I have been like totally on logistical tasks since we decided we were leaving the house. We are moving tomorrow, and it's just been so much packing and so much intensity, and as I'm sure you can imagine. And so I haven't been sinking into the idea of leaving. And it hit me in a most unexpected time. We were trying to figure out who could take the beloved table, the long table that so many of you have sat at here. And it turns out that there's a church on the Upper East Side that could use it, and so we ended up loaning it to them. And the people came from the church who were going to move the table, and it was just this long, wooden table with iron or metal legs, and it was empty, there was nothing on it, and the people came to take it, and I got really protective, and they were like, okay, we got to take it apart to put it in the truck. And I was like, no, you can't take it apart. Don't take it apart. It's perfect the way it is. And I think there's obviously symbolism around that. I love the song Crowded Table by the Highwomen, who feature Brandi Carlile. And the song goes, I want a house with a crowded table. And it really is what we had. And I saw that table leave our house, and I thought, it's not how I thought it would go. And on the other hand, we did have a house with a crowded table. And it was powerful and beautiful while it lasted these 3 long, short years. Josh, one of our beloveds, came over recently, yesterday, the day before, I can't even keep track anymore, I think it was 2 days ago, and to say goodbye to the house and see you soon to me. And he asked, so what are you going to miss? Share a few memories. So the first thing that came to me was Friday. Fridays, I should say. We would wake up on Fridays, and it would just feel like all day long. We would get the kids ready for school. They would go to school. Isaac would go to the supermarket. We would plan out the meals together. I would be working on some sort of thing, probably my drash, and also have 17 calls that I probably shouldn't have had that Friday morning. And we'd be putting final touches on the prayer experience, and then the kids would come home, and then we would have people coming to help cook for Shabbat, and then Isaac would be cooking, and then the kids would be running around, and then we'd feed the kids dinner, and then we'd set up the chairs, and then we'd set up the food, and by the time like 5:20 rolled around, I was like, oh my God, I'm too tired, I can't do this. It's too much, I need a nap. And then at 6:25, because a few of you like to be early, one of you would open that door, or we'd put out the sign, and one of you would open that door and come in. And I was so happy to see you. And I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss that feeling of opening the door, and it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. I would be so happy to see that first person. Sometimes it was someone new, which is kind of intimidating, coming into someone's house and you've never been there before and you're the first one. And we would sit down and chat, or I would put them to work, or Isaac would put them, more likely Isaac would put them to work. And the kids would still be running around. And then more people would come, and we'd put on music, and people would make cocktails, and more people would come, and more people would come. And then it would feel like we really don't have enough chairs, or there's not enough space for all these people. I loved those moments on Friday when it felt like, no, I can't possibly do this whole thing. And then there you were, and we would all, without all of our combined energies and experiences and need to let go and hopes for Shabbat, would co-mingle in the room. Our losses and our proud moments and our fears and our dreams, they would all co-mingle in that room. And somehow we would bring Shabbat into the space, no matter how tired we were, no matter how hard the week had been. And so now the work is to bring beloved into your home, is to figure out what are the pieces of beloved that you can create in your home. I know it's so hard during the pandemic, and yet the idea of beloved was that we would create a feeling, a vibe, a warmth, a care, a container. How can you bring that beloved feeling into your home when we're not gathering here in this space? And join us on Zoom. I know it's not the same as walking in the door, and yet it is what we have right now while we learn how to be together apart. May you be blessed on your journey as we all traverse this new territory together. I will miss seeing you here on Friday night and on Sunday night and on Saturday afternoon and on a Wednesday night for a random program and all the other times in between. The Green Couch will be in Northampton, Massachusetts. If you ever find yourself there and want to sit on it with a mask on, somehow distanced. And we will be here on September 12th in Prospect Park to see you all socially distanced with masks on in person to blow the shofar and really begin our high holidays together. Sending so much love.